The electric car of the year, the world's electric car of the year, it's been recalled now a couple of times because it's been burning itself to the ground. I mean, quite a few of them have. In fact, a high percentage of the Jaguar I-Pace have burnt themselves, incinerated themselves than any other EV ever made. They were recalled for a fire, all of them, only 6 months ago. In fact, less than 6 months ago. But now they're being re-recalled because the fire fix didn't stop them from setting themselves on fire. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. Great to see you. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. If you're new to the channel, I'm a big fan of electric cars, but I'm not a big fan of electric cars that do this because it sets a bad image for EVs. I mean, EVs burn themselves or incinerate themselves or set themselves on fire or have some sort of fire issue very, very rarely. Much more rarely than internal combustion engine vehicles, and much, much, much more rarely than plug-in hybrids, which are mislabeled EVs because they are a car carrying around an engine. That's not an EV in my book. Anyway, more Jaguar I-Pace EVs have been recalled after a botched recall to prevent battery fires. Now, concerns over high voltage battery fires continue to plague the Jaguar I-Pace, which is actually still on sale today, even though almost no one is actually buying them. I would have thought to myself, if you want a second-hand bargain, you can get these very cheaply, but personally, I probably wouldn't want to take the risk. But what are your thoughts, guys? Do you think it's a good deal? You get one of these for less than half price? Maybe, maybe not. Jaguar's first electric car, the I-Pace, is facing two distinct problems that require the automaker to step in and provide urgent repairs. Both recall campaigns are targeted at vehicles made from 2019 and 2020. Now, I should make the point, Jaguar doesn't even make these cars. Magna Steyr manufactures them in Austria. So basically, it has a Jaguar badge on the front, but it's actually a Magna Steyr vehicle. The first issue pertains to just 21 vehicles and actually builds on an earlier recall where those vehicles were recalled for fires but it didn't work. This affects a number of I-Pace EVs that were supposed to have received a software update that was intended to better monitor the high voltage battery in order to mitigate the risk of it overheating or catching fire. Now, I just want to make a quick point here. Over-the-air updates, apparently the Jaguar I-Pace could do, but there was a recall and you had to bring your car to the dealership for an over-the-air update. The automaker later found that some dealers used the wrong tools when implementing the update. What tools do you need for a software update? Which meant that it didn't get installed correctly. Then Jaguar's software contractor told it that the latest version of the code that was supposed to monitor the battery had an error in it. It's like a comedy of errors. So Jaguar uses a contract manufacturing company, and then they had to get a contractor to fix the vehicle made by a contracting company for their vehicle. You can see why this is a bad idea. This is what Fisker does. Fisker uses a contract manufacturer to build their EVs. How many problems have they had? Massive problems. There's like news articles every single day. Fisker this, Fisker that. I don't report on them because it's just going to bore you to death. But who makes Fisker's EVs, by the way? Look that up. Check if it's the same company that makes the Jaguar I-Pace. There are certain I-Paces that should have undergone repairs, but may be still susceptible to overheating, which could cause a battery fire. Jaguar has received one report of a vehicle fire that happened after the vehicle was recalled to fix the potential of it having been involved in a fire. To address it, owners of all vehicles will be requested to bring their vehicles to a nearby dealer. If there is a nearby dealer, there's not that many Jaguar dealers anymore, for the latest update, this time using the correct diagnostic tool, at least one would hope. Until the fix is installed, Jaguar recommends owners of their vehicles do not park indoors, in a garage, in any enclosed areas. The second recall apparently is more straightforward and involves less vehicles. However, it also impacts vehicles from the 2019 to 2020 years, and the concern is related to a potential fire hazard as well. So apparently this is a problem that under some circumstances there can be arcing from a bus bar that may not have been adequately tightened. This can generate heat and can lead to thermal overload. So there's actually quite a few different problems in the I-Pace EVs that can cause thermal overload, which can lead to fires. So of all the fires we've seen on these vehicles, a bit confusing for Jaguar. One, they don't make the car, but there's been numerous reasons these vehicles have been involved in fires. Bit of a debacle. I would say Jaguar would like to stop selling the I-Pace, but they can't because it's part of their contract with Magna Steyr that they continue to sell it for the next 3 years. Thanks for watching.